So this is super wild, and I don't even know what to think about this. I'm super curious what you guys think and how you feel about it, but 88 deaths linked to Canadian self-harm websites as UK opens the investigation. 88 deaths.
For Canadian self-harm websites, what does that mean?
I thought the same thing, and it doesn't list any of these websites, but
of course not.
Based on everything that I was reading here, it sounds like it is a website that talks about self-harm and gives some examples of how that could happen. So the probe is part of an international inquiry sparked by the arrest in Canada earlier this year of Kenneth Law, who has been charged with 2 counts of counseling and aiding End Yourself. Yep. Canadian police say Law from the Toronto area used a series of websites to market and sell sodium nitrate, a substance commonly used to cure meats that can be deadly if ingested. Police say Law is suspected of sending at least 1,200 packages to more than 40 countries. This has sparked investigations in the United States, Italy, Australia, and New Zealand. Now, here's something really interesting.
He's like a serial killer.
I agree. That's how I feel about it, too. Britain's National Crime Agency said it has identified 232 people in the UK alone who bought products from the website in the last 2 years up until April. 88 of those 232 are dead.
Wow.
Yes. Here, I wrote down that percentage.
So we don't even know how many people internationally. There could be more internationally.
Yes. That's 40% of the people who have bought from this website in UK are now gone.
Who
in 2 years.
Voluntarily took it and ended themselves because of him.
Yep.
That is an insane success rate for him.
At least giving the means, you guys. At least giving the means here, okay? So, like, when I look at this, I think, okay, how could this have been done? Obviously, people that are looking for websites that are about self-harm have something going on, and they're more susceptible to manipulation, probably. They're more susceptible to suggestion, and they go on these sites, and he talks and coerces and offers a way out. That's what I'm seeing here.
Yeah, there has to be some level of coercion, obviously. This reminds me of a case which I'm sure some of you out there will know. The young girl, the girlfriend who convinced her boyfriend to end himself. And that was all over headlines for a while. I think it was last year, maybe the year before that. I'm not good with time, but there were text messages of her like telling him over a long period of time to do it, and he did it, and she got charged and convicted for it.
Good.
Deservingly. I mean, absolutely. And she was a teenager. It was super controversial.
Well, people love to believe that manipulation can't make someone do something. That is not true, you guys. Like, we are very easily manipulatable. Humans are, especially when it's somebody that you have an emotional bond with and things like that, very easily. So in a situation like that, I get it completely. But then also, people that are going out of their way for a destination location, meaning they're seeking this website with self-harm intent, that gives this guy the opportunity to give means. Okay?
That gives him the open door to encourage what was already there.
Yep.
If they may not have ever done it, but he encouraged it, and then gave them the means.
Yeah.
So I think people just don't think that they can be coerced into doing something like harming themselves without already having wanted to do it.
Yeah. Well, and here's the question here is, the $1 million question is if this guy never existed, if this guy didn't manage these websites, if this guy didn't sell the sodium nitrate substance to all these people, would they still be alive? And I guarantee you most, or at least bare minimum some, would be.
I guarantee you, like, 99% would probably still be here, to be honest.
Maybe, but I think that some of them would probably have found different ways of doing it, depending on what was said, what was talked about, how it was talked about. Was this sold and marketed as like an easy way to go? Because if it was, then, you know, yes, I think that that number will go up.
Yeah, for sure.
Wild stuff. I'm curious what you guys think about it. Honestly, I'm shocked that there were websites out there that were self-harm websites. Like, what is going on here?
Where people could easily access and buy things from?
I
mean, internationally, it seems.
I mean, the sodium nitrate, it sounds like if you are somebody who deals with like a lot of meats, maybe, you know, people who hunt deer will take their deer to a meat curator person, and I'm sure those people deal with this, but these websites weren't made for that. They were made for self-harm based on everything that I'm reading. So very scary situation, you guys. So suggesting self-harm and then giving the means of a very...
He's a monster. He's a straight up serial
common substance. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Wild stuff. Let me know what you think.
It's really sad. So...